Hey everybody, it's David from Red Wagon Dios. It's time for episode 2 of 6 Figures a Month, where I break down 6 of my favorite figures that I picked up this month, April 2021. Alright, figure number 6 this month is going to be a Carnage figure from the Disney Toybox line. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this line, I'm sure most of you are, but this is a smaller scale, about 5 inches tall line that the Disney store sells, based originally on the Disney Infinity video game that they had for, like Xbox 360 and stuff, those games, which is now discontinued, but the figures live on. And so I used to play the game a lot with my kids. My boys were all into the characters. I think like 2 years ago, I bought their Darth Vader figure. We love the Darth Vader figures, so we bought a few more of the Toy Box figures, and every once in a while I pick one of these up. But last year I got Spider-Man and Venom. You can see Venom on the back there. And they just released Carnage, so I had to pick up Carnage, and he just arrived a couple days ago from the Disney store. And I did buy 2 of them, so I can show you what he looks like opened up. So here he is. Now these figures, like I said, about 5 inches tall, not quite as articulated as like a Marvel Legends or Black Series, but you do get, some ankle, pivot and swivel, and you get knees and hips, and fists, elbows, shoulders, and pretty decent head articulation. But they're just fun. They're soft. They're made for littler kids. So, everything here, all these tentacles are very rubbery, very safe. Some cool accessories, this big blade that comes off his hand, and then the other tentacle accessory. Decent amount of detail. Lower price point. I think these are, $13? So, I don't know. I always loved Carnage as a kid, reading the comics in the 90s. Venom, Carnage, Spider-Man, those were my top comics. So this is really cool to get. He's going to go into my son's collection, honestly, and they're going to be playing with him. But for now, he's making my video this month, and I recommend you guys check out these figures if you haven't seen the Toy Box line. Pretty cool. They got some great Star Wars figures, too, in there. All right, number 5 for the month of April. We are going to go with a G.I. Joe classified figure, Mr. Zartan. There we go. So Zartan, I just received Zartan from Dorkside Toys. They shipped, and I was pleasantly surprised to see him come in. Also with 2 of the Cobra Troopers I ordered. So I haven't seen any of these figures on the shelves anywhere. I've been looking Target, even Walmart. And these are so hard to find. So pre-order is the way to go with G.I. Joe, I think. But what a great figure. As a kid, I played with G.I. Joe almost every day. I've still got some of my original figures over here behind me in the case there. I love G.I. Joe. Great characters. And I love it that Hasbro is making some of these, new 6-inch scale figures to look like the original figures. I think that's the way to go. Hasbro, please make them look like the original G.I. Joes. Destro, great job. Cobra Commander, pretty good. Duke, pretty good. Scarlet, not so good. Very good job matching the look of the original, figure. You got the eyes, you got the mask, the mask that comes with him to put on his disguise. You got the hood, cool backpack feature that stores the mask. You can tell this is Zartan. Very good job with the design team. Great articulation. Very cool figure. Figure number 5 for this month. Zartan from the G.I. Joe classified line. All right, figure number 4 for this month. This was a pre-order that I made back in January at GameStop. Right after I ordered my Cara Dune figure, Disney fired Gina Carano, and all that blew up, and they told everybody to cancel all the action figures. So I was just like, man, I'm never gonna get the Gina, I'm never gonna get the Cara Dune figure for the vintage collection. I had her for the Black Series, but I really wanted a vintage collection figure for her to go with the, that big ship that's coming from HasLab later in the year. But guess what? GameStop called, and the pre-order came in. I couldn't believe it. So I almost ran down there to go pick it up before someone else grabbed it. So I know some other people have been finding Cara Dune on the pegs even at GameStop over the last week. So I just, this was just a lucky pickup in my opinion that she actually came through. Plus I think I got her on sale at the time in the pre-order for like $9 or something. So there you go. Figure number 4 this month is the Cara Dune from the vintage collection. I probably will open her up at some point, again, when that Razor Crest shows up. Figure number 3 this month is going to be a Yoda figure. Now look at this guy. I don't know if you guys know which line he's from, but he's from the Galaxies of Adventure figure line, which is made for younger kids. And I was able to find him online from a third-party seller on Walmart's website. So I ordered actually 2 of him. Now here's the package. Still got a packaged one here. This is what he looks like if you're looking for him online. But what a cool little figure. I just like the look of him, the design, the head sculpt, very stylized, kind of like those Disney Toybox figures. But check out this awesome force effects. The force lightning effect just pops into his hand there. What a cool effect. I wish we had something like this for Black Series. So you could face off against Dooku or the Emperor. All these figures, they're meant for little kids. They all have like little spring-loaded, articulation action. Like he pivots, so you twist him back, and he doesn't even work that well, but he's supposed to swipe his lightsaber across. But, these Galaxy's Adventure figures, they're not great figures. Some of them are really bad if you've picked some of those up in the past. But I think this Yoda is a big hit. I really like him. Just the look, everything, the paint, the sculpt, the robe is nice and flexible. The articulation's good. Comes with a cool little stand. So anyway, I hope they release the whole wave of these soon. Like, they're easier to get. I know that you can get them overseas, and a couple online retailers had them for pre-order a couple months ago, but those all sold out. So they have a Darth Maul, and they have a Ahsoka, and I think a 332nd Trooper in that wave with Yoda. Haven't seen those guys anywhere, but anyway, check him out if you're looking for something a little different. Just looks really cool, and that effect you probably could use for Black Series actually. So there you go, figure number 3 for this month. Figure number 2 is going to be Mr. Qui-Gon Jinn, Star Wars Black Series line. Finally, they released an updated Qui-Gon with a new head sculpt and the photoreal face deco. That old original Qui-Gon Jinn, so bad, the face. So I know all of us Black Series collectors are very excited to get this guy to replace the old one if we had him. The old one was even hard to get, so it's going up in price. But there you go, Qui-Gon Jinn. He's a Best Buy exclusive. Came out on the Phantom Menace card back. $25. I think you can still get them on the website. There should be plenty of those around. And definitely recommend you check them out if you're a Black Series collector. Essential figure for your shelf, obviously. So great job, Hasbro. Thanks for getting him out there. Now, the final figure this month is going way back in time, back to for me, 1983, when I received my Darth Vader figure from my parents for Christmas, along with my Millennium Falcon here. His lightsaber, long gone. His cape, long gone. Joints are pretty loose, but I still have him. He's really cool for nostalgia. But I've been wanting a vintage Darth Vader in good condition for a long time. And my local toy store, the local shop in town, got a lot of Star Wars figures in at the beginning of the month. So I went down there and I picked up 4 from them, I think. And one of them I got was a nice Vader in good condition. Check him out. So 1977 Kenner Darth Vader, the telescoping lightsaber there. Cape in pretty good shape. I don't know too much. I don't know the intricacies of collecting vintage Star Wars. I'm not a hardcore collector of these, but I just appreciate them for the nostalgia, and really excited to get a Vader figure like this on my shelf. And so he's going to make top figure of the month this month. I know I had that Vader last month too that made my list. So I don't know. I guess I'm on a retro Vader kick, or vintage. There we go. Finally, a vintage Vader for my shelf. So very excited to have him, and it's just very cool. So just pure nostalgia for us who grew up with these toys. Okay, some honorable mentions. I did pick up some other figures this month. See, I got 2 of the Cobra Troopers that came in with Zartan, so I haven't opened them up yet. Looking forward to getting to those. I did get Crosshair from the Bad Patch wave. That was the last figure I needed in that wave. I picked up a couple of the vintage collection figures that got released, like the Royal Guard behind me there. I finally got Boba Fett too. And I'd say the one figure I want to show off is my custom figure I made. I haven't done a custom in a while, but this is a 6-inch Black Series Jar Jar figure. These were clearance out of Target earlier this month, so I picked him up for $9. Threw a rubber robe on him from the Moloch figure, and my awesome wife, sewed this awesome red robe underneath and made the necklace and the pauldron and everything. And so there you go. You have a representative Binks from Attack of the Clones, custom Black Series figure. I'll probably do a video on him later, showing some of the details of how we made him, but I'm going to show him off because I'm proud of him. That was a fun project. So there you go, guys. That's a glimpse into my collection this month. I love that I get to share this with you. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd love to see some of the cool stuff you guys picked up this month. Let me know in the comments. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this, hit the like button. Please subscribe. I'll be posting more videos in the future of dioramas and collecting and some custom figures. As always, I hope your toy collecting is successful and fun, and may your pre-orders come in undamaged. May you find those hard-to-find figures on retail at Walmart and Target, and just have fun with your toys. May the Force be with you. Thanks for watching. Bye.